Today I'm working on a 2014 Audi A8 with a 3-liter supercharged. Customer came in and said that it was the engine light was on and it didn't feel like it wanted to accelerate. It was shaking. Plugged in the scan tool, it had a misfire fault, misfire cylinder 6. So took it for a quick test spin just around the block, and under load it was misfiring. So at idle it would be real nice and smooth and the engine light would just be consistently on, but when you would when you would go to accelerate, the engine light would start flashing and you would feel that it was losing a cylinder. So usually the way when a coil fails, it the most load is on it when you're accelerating. It's the dynamic, the cylinder pressure increases when you're accelerating, and the requested amount of energy required for the coil to fire the spark plug is increased. So that's when it'll kind of fall on its face if you have a coil that's failing or beginning to fail. So if you have a car that's not misfiring, at idle, and it's running real nice, and then when you get in it to drive it, you go to give it some gas and it just, you lose a cylinder, you don't have good acceleration, it's shaking, your engine light's flashing, and then at idle it's smooth and it seemingly is fine when it's sitting there idling. Most likely cause of that is an ignition coil. Obviously there can always be other things that can cause that same thing to happen, but with Audis, being that they already have kind of problematic coils, most likely a ignition coil failure is what you're looking at. So this one, I ended up replacing the spark plugs and coils. Spark plugs should be changed at the recommended interval. If you drag that on too long, it increases the load on the coil as well, and it leads to the coils failing more rapidly. If you neglect your spark plugs, the coils have to, they're taxed harder, so they overheat. So make sure you keep up on that interval and just do all your maintenance when you're supposed to. And that's it. So just kind of explaining the how a failed coil behaves a lot of times on one of these. So thanks for watching and listening. Bye.